everyone, welcome to hole number 4, a part 4 of the Porthello Cove in the summer major tournament. The video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, so let's go. You will be able to see two different approaches here when it comes to hole number 4. The first one is going to be a bit more tricky when it comes to the second shot, and the second version is going to be a bit more tricky when it comes to the drive. So, first and foremost, we need to kind of have in mind here that I would go with both a long iron and a short iron that does have a lot of backspin. If you do not have that, then go with the clubs that you feel most comfortable with playing with, as you do have to go for the rough bump for the second shot. The drive is going to be a drive that we should be making like at least 9 out of 10 times. Either you're going to play up short, but if you're going to play up short as our opponent, then you do need to have a club first and foremost with a good amount of power combined with a power 3 ball at least. We're going to go with an extra mile level 5 and we're going to play with a Marlin. We do not need any more than that. We can go with full topspin, which is 4.5 here, and combined with the side spin to the right. We kind of want to go as close to the right side as possible without risking going into the rough. From this position, we're going to adjust the shot as we would be in normal distance. We don't want to adjust for any type of elevation. As you can see, we're playing like just flat forward, as you can see there. We're going to bounce over with a slight amount of overpower. And of course, if you do have balls to spare, use a ball that you don't have to use overpower. We're putting ourselves in a situation here where we do have a long iron. You're going to see the tricky part for us with adjusting for the pin here that we're going to come to, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about that. Our opponent here is going to have a wood club trying to bounce over the water. This is going to be very, very tough, and many of the times you're going to drop down, especially dropping down into the bunker that is just there by the rough and the fairway before the green. And then you do have a tricky way, because this is a short par 4 in general. This is a par 4 where I do believe we need to have at least a birdie. Depending on the wind in the tournament, we kind of need to maybe have an eagle on this one on specific divisions to get yourself that goal that you might be looking for. But in the end, it's a birdie hole. So our opponent is going into the water, and that is not fun, of course. Our turn, we're going to go with the backbone. And we don't have enough backspin with the backbone to be able to go directly towards the green for the pin. So then we need to use the rough. And this approach is not going to be tricky, as we are using like a downhill slope to adjust in. That means that the ball is going to be affected a little bit less by the wind, as the landing position is going to be further down than the green in the fairway is. The thing that you can do is, of course, that you can go and play on the fairway just on top of the rough, but the risk you take there with the backspin is that you will push yourself down towards the rough. But in the end, you take the same type of risk bouncing in the rough there as well, going a bit short, but in the end, it's a nice shot when we take that birdie. But just think about it, like if you would be having more backspin there, let's say you have a Saturn, a bit more upgraded Saturn, which is not that common when it comes to the rookie division, but if you do have, use that one instead and use the Thorn as a short iron as well, so you actually can take away that rough bump and go directly towards the pin, in my opinion. Now we're going to play another version here. We're still going to have the same club as a long iron, as we do not have any other long irons with more backspin than the backbone, but we do have the Thorn as a short iron. We also have a quarterback as a driver. And now when having some tailwind here, we're actually going to use the big topper and try to put ourselves on the fairway just there on top, as you will be able to see now. Our opponent puts himself in the water, which is of course not going to be a good, having to start over. So max topspin. Adjusting for the wind, and then we're going to have a slight amount of overpower, not much, but we're going to use the first bounce to then get the second bounce to bounce ourselves through the rough over to the last part of fairway there. We just got over there though, and that is a tough approach, but with with the big topper, that is absolutely possible to do so. And now we're going to have a short iron towards the pin, and as we do have the thorn, we're going to have the backspin to be able to adjust on the green itself and don't have to adjust in the slope. But as you can see, it's a bit harder approach there, and the ultimate situation here is if you would be having an upgraded long iron when it comes to the backspin, like having at least 70 or 80 in backspin would be perfect for you. Otherwise it's going to have a very tough time to go for the pin. It's always like, as you see here with the thorn level 2, we are going to have still a hard time for us to be able to get it close to the pin without using the fringe, but we're going to have to use a slight amount of the fringe here and go for the pin from this direction. So you had to see two type of play on hole number 4. Hope that will help you out in the tournament. If you do have any questions, please make a comment in the comment section below. The video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, and you can go in and train and practice for the Porthello Cove holes on tour number 5, the World Links. Good luck in the summer major tournament.